16th National Championship. It is so great to have all of you here in Tuscaloosa today. You know, everybody here is very, very special, but I would like to introduce a few VIPs who are joining us up here on the stage today. It's great to have them with us. Dr. Robert Witt, Chancellor of the University of Alabama Systems. Dr. Stuart Bell, the President of the University of Alabama. Our Director of Athletics, Coach Bill Battle. Also joining us here, the esteemed Commissioner of the Southeastern Conference, Greg Sankey. The Chairman of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl, Dan Novikov. Mr. Gary Darnell, also with us, the Associate Executive Director of the American Football Coaches Association. And of course, up here on the stage as well, members of the 2015 National Championship team, the support staff, the coaching staff, and head coach Nick Saban. At this time, it's my pleasure to bring to the microphone a gentleman who has had the honor of being a part of football national championship teams, both as a player and as an athletic director. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Coach Bill Battle.
Thank you, Eli. It is a great pleasure to be here today in this nice, warm afternoon, and thank you all for coming out. You know, I'd like to congratulate this football team and coaching staff for doing such a great job during the season of winning all this hardware, winning all these championships. But most of all, I want to thank particularly the players, the coaches. I want to thank all of you, our fans, the greatest fans in the world, for coming early, staying late to every event, and for especially for being out here today. You know, it does take all of us to keep the tide rising. I saw this summer what I thought was a special team. I went out to practice one day. I was standing in the shade. It was about 90 degrees, about 90% humidity. Our team was out in pads going 2 hours. I was about to faint after 30 minutes. And the next day, our team doctor, Dr. Jimmy Robinson, he sent me an email and he said, you know, this team is in great shape. They should be congratulated. The coaches should be congratulated. The strength and conditioning coaches and also the nutrition staff. This is one of the best conditioned teams we've ever seen. They were a great looking team. They did what they were supposed to do. We started out great in Dallas against Wisconsin. We came back and played Ole Miss. Now, if you live long enough, everybody is going to go through a game like Ole Miss, where anything that could go wrong did go wrong. The score was 30-10 in the third quarter, and I'm thinking, man, we could get beaten by 3 touchdowns at home. Our coaches and our players weren't thinking that. In about 7 minutes, it was 30-24, and I thought, we're going to win by 2 touchdowns. But they made a long touchdown pass on a freak play to me and got ahead, and time ran out on us. However, our team played well enough to win, even with 5 fumbles, and they went on and made a resolve that they weren't going to lose again. And they did what they had to do. There was great leadership on this team, and I'm so appreciative of that. We got through the season. We played Auburn in a tough game. We got through the Florida game at SEC Championship, and then made it to the Final Four. The only team to do that twice in a row. That's great. So again, I just want to thank this football team for all the pleasure and the pride and the joy that you've brought to the Alabama nation. And I want to thank Coach Saban. You know, winning 4 national championships in 7 years is unprecedented. But I especially want to thank Coach Saban, Dr. Witt, Mal Moore, and many others for when Coach Saban came in, Alabama was bogged in mediocrity. Coach has brought our football program, and Dr. Witt and Dr. Bonner and Dr. Bell, with their leadership, has brought Alabama back to championship form, and we're all so appreciative of that. So thank you, and roll tide.
Thank you, Coach Battle. At this time, it's my pleasure to bring to the microphone the chairman of the Goodyear Cotton Bowl, Mr. Dan Novikov.
Good morning. Thank you, Eli, and thank you all for braving the weather and coming out this morning to celebrate the 2015 Alabama Crimson Tide football team and its achievements. Before presenting our trophy, I must say I am honored to be here at the Mecca of college football and the home of Coach Bryant, his mentor, Coach Frank Thomas, our good friend, Coach Mal Moore, whom we dearly missed, Coach Gene Stallings, and Dallas Cowboy great Leroy Jordan. They embody the greatness that is Crimson Tide football. On behalf of Goodyear, the College Football Playoff, and the Cotton Bowl Athletic Association, we congratulate you on an incredible season that included a dominating win over the Michigan State Spartans and a tremendous victory over the Clemson Tigers in the national championship game. Coach Battle, Coach Saban, congratulations to you on your leadership and success. The Cotton Bowl is proud to have the Alabama Crimson Tide as our champion. Now, I am honored to present the 80th Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic Trophy to our champion, Coach Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Again, congratulations, Dan. Thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate it. At this time, for the presentation of yet another hard-earned trophy, please welcome the Associate Executive Director of the American Football Coaches Association, Mr. Gary Darnell.
Hello, I'm Gary Darnell, the Associate Executive Director of the American Football Coaches Association. With me is Jim Ayers, the Managing Director of Amway North America and the presenting sponsor of the Coaches Trophy. I have a message from Todd Perry, our new Executive Director of the American Football Coaches Association, to the Alabama Nation. Congratulations to you, Coach Saban, your staff, your team, and the great Alabama University. Those in attendance at the national championship game and the millions watching on television witnessed one of the great stories in the history of college football. They saw a college football program arrive at success through a time-proven process that is unique to Coach Saban and the Alabama Tide. I think you should give them a hand. This process is revered and unmatched in college football. Tell that by the record. The Coaches Trophy, presented by Amway, has served as the symbol of supremacy in college football since 1986. Today, on behalf of the American Football Coaches Association's Board of Trustees, 12,000 member coaches, 63 coaches who serve on the Board of Voters for the Amway USA Today Coaches Poll, Amway executives, and 350,000 independent business ownerships across America, please accept the AFCA's Coach's Trophy presented by Amway, the symbol of college football supremacy. Coach Saban, could we ask you to accept this ball? Raise it high and salute to your university, your coaches, and to the team and to the great state of Alabama.
Everybody holding their breath while they put the football back in place. You know, this year's senior class, folks, remarkable. They posted a 50-6 record over the last 4 seasons. That is an SEC record for victories and also ties the NCAA 4-year record. This class has been part of 3 SEC championships, 4 New Year's 6 bowl appearances, and 2 national championships. But taking it all a step farther, there is no honor more coveted on any team than to be voted by your teammates to be a team captain. And right now it's my pleasure to bring to the microphone the team captains for this 2015 championship team. Each will have a few words to say to you. First, please welcome quarterback Jake Coker.
Thank y'all for coming out. This year's been, I've never had so much fun playing football in my life, and you know, y'all been the biggest part of that, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate y'all coming out. Thank y'all for this year, and thank y'all for everything.
Thank you, Jake. Next is a senior All-American linebacker. Please welcome Reggie Ragland.
Oh, man. If one of my teammates this year, I would have had the year I had. They supported me through the good times and the bad times, and they know I had a lot of bad times, and it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at now in Roll Tide.
Thank you, Reggie. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce our center and Remington Trophy winner and All-America, Ryan Kelly.
Thanks for coming out. You know, I'm very fortunate that I can always call this place my home. It's because of all the people that are in the stands today, all the fans who make playing here so special, all the guys who are standing behind me who are truly brothers to me, and all the coaches who have put so much work into making us into men. So I'd just like to say thank you for everything so far. It's been an incredible opportunity, and Roll Tide.
Thank you, Ryan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if I started reading off all of this gentleman's accomplishments, we'd be here till Wednesday. Suffice to say, he's an All-America, the Doak Walker Award winner, and the 2015 Heisman Trophy winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Derrick Henry.
I want to thank y'all for coming out. I love these boys, like my brothers. It's been a fun year. It's unbelievable. You know, God's been good to us. Plus, win the SEC 2 years in a row, national championship. Me bringing Alabama the second Heisman Trophy, and it's been unbelievable from the coaches, the team, the nutritionists, the trainers. It's just unbelievable. God's been very good to us. I'm very fortunate, and thank y'all for everything. Roll Tide.
How about a nice round of applause again for all of our captains, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you would, please welcome to the podium the 29th president of the University of Alabama, Dr. Stuart Bell.
How about a big Roll Tide? Good morning. It is so great to see all you all out and for joining us on what is certainly a brisk morning to celebrate the Crimson Tide's 16th National Football Championship. And as I look around at all that are gathered, and folks, I'm going to tell you, this is a great picture right here. It just does not get any better than this. But I see a lot of guests that I want to provide a special welcome to. First of all, our trustees that are with us. Thank you all for what you do every day. I know we have a number of our state legislators here. As we've heard this morning, it takes a lot of people to lift a flagship university, and I want to provide my thanks to you for what you do and to be out as we celebrate with these young men that are seated behind me for what a great season they had. And these student athletes have certainly grown as individuals as well as a team in one of the most competitive arenas in college sports today, with a team that each team that came here and where we went were focused on beating Alabama in a situation where they had to dig down deep, but then they were able to go out and prove that they are #1 football team in the United States today. And they did all of that while at the same time of excelling in the classroom. At the National Football Team game, we had 29 completed degrees. Of those 29 degrees, we had 25 of those players who were scholarship players. We have 5 of these players who will return next year working on their graduate degrees, and that's something to be proud of. So certainly congratulations to this team, but also congratulations to the dedicated coaching staff that's led by the greatest football coach in America today, Coach Nick Saban. Also, congratulations to our training and administrative staffs who spend tireless days in and out serving these students, helping them be the best that these students can be every day, both on the field and off the field. The University of Alabama could not be more proud of this team, could not be more proud of you as our fan base. Thank you, and roll Tide.
Thank you, President Bell. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please turn your attention to the Nick Saban statue on the Walk of Champions. This year's captains have moved over there to unveil the 2015 National Championship marker. And folks, please join me in a huge round of applause as we unveil this new mark in Alabama football history. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please welcome to the microphone a gentleman under whose leadership the Southeastern Conference has continued to excel and raise the bar as America's Conference of Champions. Please welcome Commissioner Greg Sankey.
Of anything that happens when I travel around to bowl games, when we win, and we win with great frequency, that sound is regularly music to my ears, so thank you. I started as the 8th commissioner of the Southeastern Conference on June 1st, and I spent a lot of time listening to people wonder if we were still the best conference in college football. No one is wondering anymore. With 9 postseason victories capped by a national championship earned by this Alabama football team, we have accomplished a remarkable season. But there are remarkable things that have happened all across this conference, particularly here. And I have known Dr. Witt for over 20 years, and I want to say to him, it is a privilege to see how you have helped lead the transformation of this university, how Dr. Bonner continued that, and the remarkable accomplishment in his first year as the university president of leading the football team to a national championship. Dr. Bell, congratulations. It's a privilege to work with Bill Battle, and it's an honor to know Coach Nick Saban. I've given them a conference championship trophy, and now it is my honor on behalf of all 10 conferences that have formed the college football playoff to ask Coach Saban to step forward. The microphone will be his in a moment, but first I'm going to present to him again a trophy earned by the young men and the coaches behind me, who paid with a little bit of blood, a lot of sweat, and a lot of things that no one understands that goes into a championship. It's great to be on a podium here in Atlanta, in Dallas, and in Phoenix, but the little things every day that started a year ago that led to this moment are things that they should cherish for the rest of their lives. So here we go, it's trophy time, gentlemen.